100 people here.
This is a pure Zulu just pushing in there right now from TR. So many people just rushing in.
Yep.
So this is our opening play.
That's always beautiful to see.
Well, without reavers. Alright, we're good, and we're live! And the clock is running!
Yeah, so. But still...
Oh, they're on the point, but it wasn't enough. So oh no, the TR just dumped on the point like 2 seconds to go.
Hi, hello everybody. This is Gelos, and I'm joined by qEUq here. We are your streamers for Community Smash number 7. Going to start fairly shortly here.
Good morning, afternoon, night, whatever time it happens to be, wherever you are.
Today's match is going to be on Hossin. It's going to be east side versus west side. NC on the west side, TR on the east side. Looks like the full map as well. Going to be a pretty big one. For the team balance, we've got Team 1 as 1 TR, Bax, Dig, I, Fair, NOPR, Webo, TWC2, AR3S, VODE, SKIC, UVOC, 1RPC, FWF, SRVO, RVNX, that is Team 1. Team 2 is FC by Maddox. This has qEUq plus the Saltworks boys together. We've got Hydration Clan, PSET, TRID, RE4, MU, FU, VCBC, BRAC, VOGU, Suns, HMGD, CDSY, AODR, BNUT, and XBP. Overall, pretty good teams on both sides. You are from the 1TR team, qEUq. You want to tell us a little bit, probably what you kind of expect from Team 1, at least? Because they are going to be on, I believe they are, yes, they're the east side, west side, you're right. No, they're, you're right.
They will be playing NC. So 1TR is, of course, one of the mid-fits from Emerald.
I forgot to mention as well, Team 1 is FC by Brakket. Go ahead.
So we've got 1TR, which will be providing at least one platoon leader and the FC brackets from 1TR. Bax will be providing another platoon. They will be platoon leader and probably some other outfit. Dig is a long-time participant in Smash from Miller, I believe. FARE is the RA, Russians, so they've always been kind of top tier as far as these things go. They'll also be running a platoon leader. So it should be interesting to see how they do. NOPR and some of the others I don't know too much about. But TWC2 is from Connery, and then there's a couple French groups, Ares and one RPC, who have always been strong. Another outfit to highlight on Team 1 is VODE. They're a long time outfit.
Very experienced.
They'll do very well.
Yep.
I think the best usual outfit name out of all the signups, of course, is FWF, Fish with Feet. And I think that's it for Team 1.
All right. Yeah, so a little bit more about Team 1. 1TR, they're going to be doing a lot of the... I'm assuming a lot of the tactical stuff leading where the vehicle's probably going to be going. I expect the Baxtards just to be kind of thrown onto bases as a pre-cap kind of deal. They tend to be thrown onto things like that, and then we've got a lot more of the experienced people like VODE probably going to be setting up things like that as well, the pre-caps. It's going to be pretty interesting to watch. We a lot of times we see kind of interesting tactics happen when it comes to a big map like this. Going for back caps is absolutely possible because of just how much space we have here. So just keep an eye out for things like, let's see here, we've got, it's going to be a neutral territory, so definitely want to keep an eye out on that. But you have so much space around that I completely expect people to be going around, getting those back caps set up, taking the territory, and then even if it looks like a win's going to happen for one side on Nasons, you could absolutely lose that whole territory if your entire side has been back capped. So definitely want to keep an eye out for that. Now for Team 2,
there's going to be a lot of plays towards cutting off Nasons.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
Team 2, FC by Maddox. And they're notable people, very, very notable. Saltworks and the Miller Refugees people, plus the Hydration Clan. Definitely want to keep an eye out on that. Hydration Clan is made up of the Hydra people plus Hood. So very strong infantry, and they do know what they're doing. I know a lot of people think, those 6v6 guys, those infantry guys, they don't really know what to do when it comes to a server smash, but in this situation, there is enough leadership there. They are going to be put in pretty good spots. So definitely want to watch out for that. There's very strong infantry in that. And then, of course, the Saltworks people, slightly weaker infantry, but definitely not what you want to ignore. And they absolutely know what they're doing. They're very experienced.
No, it's when they're not on their feet that you have to worry about them being cheese or what have you.
They're very experienced in the bring the cheese kind of strategies. But they're not the only ones. We do have FU, that is Bobby Squiddles people. We have AODR is bringing 12, it looks like, there. And then the other people like...
Reapers.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's the Reapers as always. And then there's some other people in here. I don't recognize these quite as well, qEUq, but you know them a little better.
Yeah, so PSET and Trid have been playing together for a long time, and the really notable thing about PSET is they have this pair of gal pilots who are just out of this world. They are really good at flying in pairs, and I hope we see them. They do all these really nice formation flights and everything like that, and it's really something to see. So I'm looking forward to finding those gals around the map.
Oh yeah.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Community Smash number 7. I'm Eros, the referee for this event today. The streamer for these events are Gallows and Winter Gaming. The specific rules for this match are: the air is unrestricted, however all air to ground nose guns are banned. That means ESFs and the spur from the Liberator are banned, everything else is allowed. Everything related to construction, including ants, is banned. Specific launcher, that means the Phoenix and the Striker are banned. AI mexes are banned. And please follow the standard community smash rules. Thanks. The match starts in 2 minutes.
Okay.
All right, so we're kind of on an accelerated timeline here.
Well, actually, it was worked out pretty perfectly there.
So the other outfits that are really kind of notable, I've heard some good things about Amu, and Vogu has also been around for quite some time. AODR is bringing the Reapers, and we have a Eve clan who has brought between 24 and 36. We don't know how many numbers each outfit has brought from here in the broadcast booth. But B-Nut, Blue Donut is an Eve group who have decided to take part, and XBP has been around for quite a while. And you mentioned Bob Squiddles a minute ago, and I want to go to something that he asked for specifically. Bob, if you're listening, and you really shouldn't be, you have a match to play in soon. I did the research, and Maddox loves lilies, and Bracket's favorite flower is hemp.
Thank you.
Bob asked us to find out.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure we got the favorite flowers on stream.
And I guess we can discuss the map really quickly. I think we're just about to start here, but I expect some fierce fighting at Hade Skydock and around the entire Aiken bioregion, with Power Reg being another hotspot early, and Aiken Southern Labs. I expect Nascents to get ignored, and most of that southern bit of the map will get ignored. There's a couple free bases down there, but I'm probably going to check out Hade and then Ixtab Power Reg right after that.
Okay.
And it looks like all the planes are in the air.
Yep. As is tradition, gotta get those ESFs off the ground so that way you can all crash into each other up in the air.
The match starts in 1 minute.
And there's the call for the match start in 1 minute. And looking at the population numbers, we can see that there's a slight population edge. It looks like about 20 people advantage for the Terran Republic, currently sitting at a new conglomerate. That's Bracket's team, the Western Warp Gate, with 257 and TR with 281.
36.
That could be a significant advantage. 20 people is a pretty hefty amount, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So hopefully they can overcome them.
And you'll see population advantages really start to show once you get above a discrepancy of like 12 or so. So this should be significant. We'll see what they can do with it.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Match start.
All right, and
here
we're
we have the
off.
fly out.
I don't think we have a crash yet, actually. It's a little
Seeing
disappointing.
a lot of departures for the southern half of the map towards Ixtab Power.
Yeah, I have the opposite, actually. I see a majority going up north here. A lot of ESFs.
I've got a fair few going north. Most of them seeming to make a beeline for that Hade and construction site lane out there. Got a pair of gals lagging behind up at Hade.
Yep.
TR Mossy over construction site Beta. I don't know who's going to get the cap first here. Hade B point is flipping as we speak.
Yeah, it looks like we've already got some Mossies kind of jumping in trying to save Hade because they knew this was going to happen eventually, or very quickly rather. Off to the beginning of the fights here. Got a small group hanging out inside of B, but it's not nearly enough to really hold on to this. TR is going to...
having capped point at B.
Yeah, TR is definitely going to be able to take this back very quickly if they can't get reinforcements in there. And if they move quick enough, TR will not only be able to get this cap secured, but they can go on the construction site Beta and get that back cap started.
Oh, I believe they might be back capped.
Are they? Are we sure? Because
Yeah,
I see B flipping over here.
Oh god, I'm stuck in a tree.
I think you're right. This does not look like it's flipping over. Yeah, I think they might be back
They
cap.
definitely have a population. TR has a population advantage at con site Beta. I am free deploying right now to fix my camera.
I see something strange going on with this B point, actually.
On the rest of the map, it doesn't look like anything else is ticking.
Yeah, Hade Skydock. Looks like everybody went all in for Hade Skydock here. A majority of the rest of the pop, look like we got a spooky cap going on Outpost Lambda, kind of expected there. Nason's Defiance has a huge pop of TR, also wanting to go for that and get that cap start.
A point at a construction site Beta is just stuck on. It's just stuck on partially flipping. So something's going on with the point here. And the fact that nothing else is flipped
yeah.
seems to be,
Oh, every base is
we might
frozen?
be looking at some sort of restart here.
Is it a possible server lag issue? They're saying it's possible that every base has just been frozen by an admin, but not 100% sure that's the case.
Yeah, I'm not sure what this
I do see it
would've
flipping
been.
a little bit here.
So, TR has control of Aiken Southern here. That's,
okay. I'll come check that out while we wait for this.
They also have 48 to 96 on Nascents. Making that
yeah,
play that early is very interesting.
Aiken South, here we go. It looks like this one is flipping. Or not,
well,
actually.
it's
yeah,
stuck
actually,
like the others.
Everything is kind of stuck.
The TR are now shooting the point.
Again, I'm not 100% sure if this is admin frozen or if this is a server lag problem.
I'm sure somebody's scratching their heads right now. Yep,
yeah.
Everything is stuck in that. Everything in Nascents is in that same state of just like started to flip. It's flashing purple, but it's not going to anyone's control.
That's interesting. Well, yeah, definitely. Aiken South is definitely in solid in TR's control right now. If the cap timers can fix themselves, that's gonna be a heavy presence on Aiken South for TR.
It looks like if we're interested in seeing people shoot each other,
yeah, I'm definitely gonna take a look more at Hate Skydock, see what's going on back here, because even though they're not really capping it, they are absolutely fighting it out. It's great. It's great to see anyway. What did they say about the max bands? It was just the anti-infantry ones?
Just AI, yeah.
Okay, so you do have lots of Gorgon weapons in here, so yeah, I think I'm not sure about that because I do see lots of Gorgons.
Gorgons are probably
Gorgons I think are fine. So we do have NC presence in here with Aegis shields and Gorgons. A very smart idea with the Aegis shields. They did nerf the Max's weapons, so AI infantry or AI weapons probably wouldn't have been quite as strong. Restarting the game, okay.
All right. Well, it's going to be interesting to see now that we have a restart situation.
Yeah, you don't get this.
Changes what they're doing.
Yeah, you really don't get to see kind of what everyone's opener is going to be before the start. So this is going to change things, most likely anyway, for whoever's team kind of knows how to quickly. How to quickly improvise. A little unfortunate. That was a very interesting starter because the Hate Skydock was very likely going to be a heavy fight. I don't think NC would have taken it just the way that they played it out. But now that they know what's going to happen, you know, maybe they'll change it out entirely. Maybe this won't even happen.
Yeah, I think this really shows that the TR is wise to the situation at Hate Skydock. That was going to always be one of the really interesting things to see what exactly happened there.
Yeah.
But the commitment to Nascents is very surprising. With that 48 to 96 drop, it's probably just a 48 plus 1, but interesting nonetheless to see them want to go in on that so hard so early. But I think part of this situation is it definitely shows how some of the strength that you're going to see from the TR team.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because we saw them mostly clear Hade. They had everything set up for a really solid defense. They had harassers outside that B point. They were winning on Aiken Southern. They did all that while under committing, considering the drop on Nascents.
So now we do have everyone very quickly heading back to Warpgate. It's always nice to see pretty quick cooperation from all the players. It is a lot of players, so being able to have everybody go right back to the Warpgate within just a few minutes is always nice to see. Only have a few stragglers left everywhere else.
And most of them already have new ESFs up in the NC Warpgate.
Oh yeah. Well, it's smart. You got to get those up and ready to go because you know they're not going to waste too much time with this second call.
You want to get those nanites.
Yeah, you got to get those nanites back in. You never know when you might have to pull another Galaxy or Valkyrie, something like that. Or
It's going to be interesting to see. Yeah, exactly. With the people who pulled Maxes now, depending on the length of the restart time.
Yeah, they're going to be hard. They're going to be very hard pressed when it comes to nanites because they're going to be stuck. let's see here, 450, you only get 50 per, so they're out for 2.5 minutes at least after they pull that Mac. We might see a lot more gals too, just because some people probably can't even pull their Valkyries or ESF.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't surprise me to see a few more gals.
In that fighting, a couple of them could have just completely wiped themselves out of nanites. That's true.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's gonna really, and we saw some harasser pulls and definitely some counter max pulls from the TR. I expect, and there were a lot of NC maxes in there at B point as well.
So right now I do see an okay amount of ESFs, but I do see a few gals as well. We haven't a long time ago. We used to see a lot more for server smashes anyway. A lot more gals, and that was how you dropped for very classic server smashes. That stopped fairly quickly, I believe, and everyone just went for the ESF pull because obviously it's far faster, and if you pull it before the match, long before the match starts, you get your nanites back anyway.
Absolutely.
So it's always been a smart play. So you don't really see gals as an opener anymore. So it's going to be nice to see kind of a few gals in there actually being important for the opener, since we do have less nanites.
Those gals are definitely going to be loaded chock full of maxes.
Oh, entirely possible, yeah.
At this point, we're just waiting for the remainder of the map to clear.
Yeah, I think
some stragglers.
I'm not sure exactly what they did to make the points not really work, but they might have to go into each individual base and then restart their timer at 100 seconds or something like that.
Oh, I'm seeing that on construction site beta right now. It has a timer running 399 minutes and 47 seconds.
Yeah, I see that. So it's likely an admin had frozen the whole continent to make sure that nobody messed with it before the server smash, or rather community smash.
Probably didn't get unfroze.
Yeah, they probably either forgot to unfreeze it
or something like that.
Yeah, they just messed it up. Either way, it does give these guys a little bit more time to get their nanites back. So I'm sure they're not too keen on things starting back up super fast here. Oh, is that a Liberator? See a TR Liberator over here. Wonder if they're going to keep that for the actual opener.
I fixed the construction site beta
We
point
start
myself.
the match in like 5 to 10 minutes. Sorry, guys.
Okay, so about a 5-minute break, really. I think last time they said 20 minutes and it was only like 10.
Yeah.
Huh. I never noticed this before, but people hanging in the sides of Valkyries are just kind of crouched down. They're not doing that little.
They're not doing.
Yeah, they're not sitting. They're not sitting there waving their little flappy leg.
That would be so immersive.
Didn't they used to do that? Wasn't that like a physics thing? Or did they turn off physics long before the Valkyrie?
I'm not entirely certain. I'm usually the one flying the Valkyrie for 1TR. Although I do have a propensity for treating the Valkyrie like a vehicle. So I can't help but wonder what adjustments the FCs may be making with their teams. Maybe changing some distributions of population to places that they. I have a feeling
that Maddox is probably going to know about that Haid Skydock rush. He might go faster for construction site beta, as well as dropping more people off on B point. I don't think he's going to be anticipating Brakket to change his strategy at all. And Brakket, to be fair, I don't know if he's going to change his strategy.
Yeah.
He should. I hope he does, because he's definitely got he's got a surprise element now. Now that they think they know what he's gonna do. So if he changes it up, he could absolutely surprise them. Go big into like X-Tab power, go around on Woodman, things like that, or go into on the southern lane even.
That soft underbelly of the eastern gate in the middle, yeah.
Yeah.
Because after Woodman, you've just got a bunch of 4-point caps to the warp gate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's definitely something of a chess game at this point, because it becomes, do we want to change things substantially? And now that what our plan is revealed, what's the cost benefit of how our changes will affect the game?
Hey, wake up!
Because you can. You can really get caught up in the weeds and think, well, I could change things or I could not, and you don't have the time that they have
not a lot of time to really
discuss.
Tell the whole platoon, they know what we're gonna do. Let's do this instead, and then it even risks that being a worse off plan. Even who really knows how it's gonna go if you just have kind of a quick half baked plan going in, but we'll see what happens. If Brakket goes back into Hade Skydog, goes back into B point and holds on to it like he did a second ago, it did actually work out for that opener, because what they did was hold on to B point. They couldn't get that cap started at construction point beta. That could have been the whole plan from the start. They might have been going from there and trying to cap from the other sides, because they knew there was going to be such a heavy presence on the TR side, which there was. There was a ton of people there.
Yeah, it definitely looked like they got on first. And technically, beat TR to Consite Beta. Of course, nothing really happened because the points were bugged. But
yeah. But if it did work, that was actually a pretty smart plan by Brakket, because that absolutely would have, I mentioned this at the start. The entire TR force went up to the north. That's what their goal was. Go straight for construction site Beta. Like a majority of them were there, and they couldn't cap. The B point had already started flipping, and if it could have flipped all the way, that absolutely would have been a back cap for the NC. They would have just been holding them off with those maxes for a while, and it would have worked. The way they were set up in there was actually pretty ingenious. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, the use of the Aegis Shield was good though.
Oh, absolutely. It's only 2 small doors on the front side of the points as well as the right side of the point. There's actually, I take that back. There's a third one as well. So 3 small doors, and you cover them with Aegis shields. They have a ton of damage absorption and plenty of infantry inside. I don't know who they brought inside. If there was a good infantry that we all know and love, or if that was more of the mid fits. But either way, they were both going to be in a pretty good spot if they had just a few medic.
Yeah.
It looks like a majority of these people actually do have their ESFs back up and ready to go. The wait was long enough, definitely, to get those nanites back. So I think we'll see a regular sort of opener.
And I did notice during the break that the Brakket team was having a meeting.
Okay.
It didn't look like Maddox gathered his PLs, but again, they could have just been doing it in whisper.
It's entirely possible that they didn't, because Maddox team. You could say they're more experienced. You could say they're even more competent. But at the end of the day, if they're too prideful and they think, we know exactly what they're going to do, we don't have to change anything, and then they get, back capped somewhere else or something completely changed because Brakket knew, that's going to definitely hurt them. I think we do have a lot more people rooting for the NC team as well in chat, to be honest with you.
I think the response to hate from TR was sufficient that the NC team will probably change their plan. Whether it's a shift away from hate or a greater commitment, it's definitely going to be interesting.
I think they've got all the caps fixed. I see one blue man down there at the bottom. SRP. Very likely just an admin or something, or you.
Yeah, I'm currently just making a little tour of the bases. Oh, the other thing that is going to
The
be...
restarts is in 5 minutes. The restarts is in 5 minutes.
Starting in about 5 minutes then.
There are all kinds of beacons and cloak buses out here as well. So
interesting.
I guess those probably won't be cleared in time for the restart.
Interesting.
I'm sure both teams have done things like that, so I feel like this is a valid reward for your preparation. Maybe.
Yeah, I haven't personally caught him on camera, so I'm not sure if that's happened or not.
I have a couple that I've seen.
I'm sure that the refs are flying around, likely killing the beacon. Don't know if they can see the buses, but we'll see what happens.
I think the buses might not be visible to them.
Yeah, although the buses aren't really usable anyway, since you can't spawn on a bus from the start, not from the middle of the map. So that's not really going to be a big problem, even if there was one. Which there could not be entirely. Who knows? They're invisible.
Join your warp gate. Please, all guys, join your warp gate.
Are you still out in the middle of the map?
Yeah, I'm gonna
probably should head back to the warp gate so he doesn't confuse you.
Please, all guys, join your warp gate. Please, all guys, join your warp gate.
A part of me was secretly wishing for both teams to just go and
start spawning on beacons right in the middle of the map.
Well, no, not even that. So just they would all fly off in their ESFs to go fight over the VS warp gate.
Yeah, chat's saying, NC are the underdogs, and that's absolutely true, but, they can win. They absolutely can win. Their teams aren't stacked in either side. It's up in the air, and just because there's a pop difference does not 100% mean that TR is going to use that pop difference very well. You see it all the time. Whole 2 squads ghost capping a base, expecting huge resistance, but not actually happening. And it's not quite the same as on live, where that just kind of rolls down a line. When it happens on server smash, you're wasting a lot of manpower when it comes to that. And the other team knows it, so we'll see how Brakket responds to the change in plans potentially, and
the restarts is in 2 minutes. Restarts is in 2 minutes.
So we'll see how he reacts to the change in plans as well as the small under pop that they do have.
Yeah, it's going to be, and the population difference has remained fairly stable. I've been checking the player counts. It went up a slightly. TR pop, I believe they may have lost 2, and C may have. I think they may have gained a couple. Probably latecomers or people who didn't fill their outfits and getting their friends in to play on the accounts that they had left over, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Pretty standard stuff for this kind of thing.
The restart is in 1 minute. The restart is in 1 minute.
All right, so it's going to be interesting to see the Hade play again, and it looked like there wasn't as much focus on X-Tab power. Maybe I missed it, but it looked to me like the focus of both teams was on that Hade lane and Aiken Southern, were the 2 really big commitments that we saw.
Yeah, definitely. Everybody headed up north immediately, and Hade Skydock specifically was a huge pop dump. So.
How often do you get to see 2 flyouts in a server smash?
Yeah, 2 chances to see a whole bunch of people crash into each other. That's what I like to see.
Ten, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, restart.
All right, everyone's heading on out. Now this time around,
I'm seeing pretty similar distribution going to Haid from NC.
Got a good crash right there with a Mozzie and a gap.
I'm seeing a bunch going south though.
Yeah, what I see is a little bit more even distribution mid-map as well. Not everybody's heading up straight to north. I do see a Liberator here as well. That's always interesting to see. Is that a Dalton on him, or is that a Zephyr? It's like a Zephyr. So a little bit of a...
TR do have people... Oh, TR flipped Consite Beta.
Really?
Consite Beta, yep.
That was fast.
And they still have 67% at Haid Skydock.
Okay, well, I guess good on TR. That was quick of them. Some of them must have not rendered in when I got up here. We do have plenty of fighting happening here. Construction site Beta.
And NCR flipping point back. They have people inside.
Okay. If NC can get this point flipped back in time, they can probably get Haid Skydock started backcapping. They do have a presence. Not a big presence, but enough of a presence there. Unfortunately for them,
Maxi, so
TR...
It looks like their Haid group.
TR's holding a bit too well for him, really, because I'm not seeing nearly enough NC presence trying to push into this building. TR is likely going to hold on to this for far too long for NC to make this useful for them.
They're at 1 minute now.
Oh yeah, this is not looking good for the NC on this side.
TR pop from Haid came back. Came to Consite Beta. TR has population advantage.
So they now know what's going on there. I'm going to check down at Gurney Dam.
I'm going to Aiken Southern Labs. We'll come back to the Consite lane shortly.
Let's take a look at Gurney Dam down here. Oof. Slow to load in, but we do have heavy TR presence here as well. Looks like they're holding here very well. Gurney Dam, very difficult point to push in. NC's unlikely to get this back with just 50-50 pop.
And
unless
TR
they can,
has a stranglehold on Aiken Southern Labs right now.
Unless TR, or unless NC can push in with either Maxes or a big Conk Rush, they are not going to get this one back. This is a stranglehold that TR has on this choke point here. This is more than enough medics inside, it looks like, as well.
Oh, you're at Gurney Dam?
Yep.
NC just dumped 60-40 on it.
Okay, so a little bit more pop from the NC side, but unless they start pushing in, you're not going to see a lot. I do see one NC pushing on in. His team is getting res behind him. They're starting to push in on the left side here. Most of them are dead already. Oh, more of them are pushing in.
So it looks like NC was trying to bring buses up from. Oh no, there's a fight at the bus garage.
A ton of resonades inside at the point. Mostly TR winning this fight still, just because of how many resonades are being thrown. NC is slowly pushing in, though. They're actually getting one of the corners. They've got one corner already. The other corner's now NC's as well, so it's 50-50. It could go either way. It looks like NC's taken. NC took back Gurney Dam. Fantastic job by the NC. Very, very good push.
It looks like they're going to lose Aiken Southern Labs unless something drastic happens very soon.
Let's take a look at Aiken South.
Aiken
great
South
job
is
there by the
crawling.
NC.
Absolutely crawling with TR here.
Take a look at what we're seeing here. What is this, outside in the garage area?
There was fighting there earlier, but I think it was shut down entirely. What they're doing now? Oh no, they're still fighting.
Oh yeah, definitely garage.
They
definitely
need to get
garage.
out of there.
Yeah, the
NC
NC is
take a different approach because this is not working.
Now, one thing to note here: this is one of the neutral bases, so NC doesn't need the full cap in order to take this base. If they can manage to push through and the very last second cap this over for their side, they're going to get this base anyway. So
the steel is there, and there's not much pop on point. It looks like they're flipping now, although I think it's going to be defended again.
NC does have what probably is a beacon. I see some drop beacons. They likely have one in the tree.
Drop pods coming in.
Yeah, they've probably got one in the tree, but it's not nearly enough pop to really take over this middle area. Yeah, I don't see this flipping for NC unless they can push in from the main area. Which
Consite Beta is being fought over by 50-50. It looks like it's going to go to TR, though.
Looks like we got Josh the Sniper here trying to just kind of pick a couple people off, but he does have maxes to deal with as well.
Yeah, TR has bus on point in Consite Beta. They just took it. They have maxes at all the doors.
Oh!
The question is, how soon can they get forward?
NC's trying something sneaky. They've got a Valkyrie right overhead, but not enough at all to really get that point still.
TR has the point at Awful Pit. They're already forward on the next base now.
Okay.
It is a split lane, so they need to be forward on Hatcher Air Station as well. And if they take Hatcher, then this is going to be disastrous, given that they've already lost Aiken Southern.
Possibly, yeah. I don't see this flipping for NC.
Nason's looks like all 3 points have been flipped, with 24 to 48 babysitting it. And TR just took Gurney point back as well. Some scattered fighting over the point at Awful Pit.
And Aiken South is flipped for TR.
NC responded very quickly to Awful Pit.
Awful Pit?
Oh, it's already over.
Okay.
They responded very quickly. That one's over. Although they are on point forward at Chalk Tech.
Okay.
That may be an interesting fight to check out.
Let's go take a look at Chalk. Well, actually, let's take a swing by Awful Pit first. Once
I'm
Chalk
going
Tech
to check out Broken Veil. I suspect the TR is going to be on that very soon.
Yeah, Awful Pit's completely done here. They've just got a few vehicles outside. Just kind of harassing, but not nearly enough to do anything with.
Val coming in from TR to flip Broken Veil. It looks like he stopped for a moment to collect spawns, and now he's dropping his payload.
Okay. I'm going to go down south, take a look at SRP.
Oh, he's met. It looks like NC was wise to it, although they don't have many people here.
This area is restricted.
And TR take the point at Broken Veil.
So SRP here, interesting little base because it's actually covered by a cave. Pretty good cover for the against the air. NC does have pretty open sight lines if they can push inside, which they have 50-50 pop. It's entirely possible they could push this.
And Gurney Dam is going as well. This is not good tempo for DNC.
Definitely not.
They do have packs going in the south.
Playing defense on a lot of fronts.
With Vale, Hatcher, Awful, and Gurney ticking, this is not a good situation.
Not ideal for them, no.
No. They are losing the tempo game at this point.
Now we do have more NC coming into SRP, really trying to take this back. We have a small max rush coming in.
NC are trying to get back on point at Gurney. Let's see what they have in.
Now for SRP, they do have a lot of TR presence in the corners here, the crevices. Very difficult to get them out of there. But you know what I see is not enough medics for TR. If they can slowly pick them off, NC will probably get this back. Looks like, yep, there they go. They're starting to get
big max push from the south at Gurney Dam. They're taking this back. Big max push.
Gurney Dam. I'm on my.
I see four, 5 maxes. They all came in the same door. The TR didn't have a chance on this one. Harasser in the base too. All right.
Oh, it's already cleaned up. Yeah, I see all the dead bodies for TR there. Wow.
Going as well. They could.
All right.
They're.
Let's take a look at Shack. It looks like TR presence might have fallen off on Shack Tech.
Aiken Bio is going to go down in 1 minute. If Bracket's team doesn't notice this, TR is going to get a free bio lab.
Well, they might be putting out too many fires all at once right now.
Exactly.
I'm not sure if they can respond.
Too much to respond.
And again, they are a little bit under pop, so they don't have the manpower quite like TR does. They have a little extra people.
It looks like they came in the teleporter, but they were all killed really quickly. And that teleporter is camped. It's going to be really difficult for whoever they sent here to get back within 25 seconds.
Now for Shack Tech, we do have a push coming in from the balcony side. 1 max, and the rest of these are infantry. Oh, there goes the last max, but NC's pushed them right back out with their own max. More than enough infantry to back that up as well. Looks like TR is probably going to get pushed right back out of Shack Tech unless they want to get a heavier presence in here, really start this going back in.
And Aiken Biolab falls from neutral to the TR with a whimper. That was Voodoo.
Unfortunate, but it does happen. If you're putting out so many fires, you can only spare so many more people. Who else do we have to look at? Broken Veil looks pretty interesting.
Broken Veil is going to be going soon. Chalk Tech just got redeployed on by the TR.
Okay.
So
we'll come back to that in a second.
Probably going to be cleared out relatively soon. TR has a nice setup here. 2 buses in the hills. Rep buses with beacons up there. With a pair of Valks over top.
Oh yeah. Yeah, TR's definitely got a heavy presence here in Broken Veil. Definitely not getting this done.
And I'm seeing TR drop on Broken Veil. I like the usage of the scout radar from the Valkyrie.
Yeah, very smart.
At Broken Veil, that's a really solid plan.
A little bit of that. What is that gun called? The CAS. A little bit of CAS usage as well. Not nearly as strong as it used to be, but it's still effective in big groups.
Big
like
push coming from the NC on point.
Pushing in with spawn, pushing in with the resonades and everything, but it's just not enough. TR does gain this. There's so many particles going on screen, I can't even see inside anymore.
Mostly cleared out. The point is contested, but there aren't enough NC on here.
Yeah, definitely.
We just got resonate wars.
So what's likely happening with that platoon or squad that was deployed here is they're getting orders from their FC, and it seems like things might be moving kind of slow on Bracket's end when it comes to redeploy orders. I have noticed them kind of hanging around a little longer than they should be after something has been lost. Let's take a quick look over there at Czech. Actually, Czech Tech has been taken back with TR. How about construction site beta? Let's go take a look at that.
And I've heard Cox's voice a couple times on procs at some of these bases. In the middle, so it seems like that's where his platoon mostly is, trying to put out these fires. Although Hurricane Secure is burning already. They've got, it looks like, probably half the squad at Hurricane Secure. Aiken Data Hub is burning out of the Biolab. Hacker Air Station is still on fire. They have a lot of pop. NC, rather, has a lot of pop there. They should clean that up relatively quickly. They do have a cap going on at Construction Site Beta, though.
Now, NC has enough of a presence here at Construction Site Beta to probably hold on to this as long as they can keep their good positions and keep their medics alive. Their spots that they have set up are they're not as strong as, say, like a balcony inside of the other kind of buildings like this, but it is strong enough to hold on to with their overpop. They should be okay until TR shows up with more force.
They just gotta hide inside the building and not do anything foolish at this point, because they do not have any air control.
Yeah, you do see a lot of guys kind of running out here. Michael, they're just running out there. Not super easy to res a guy like that, and it kind of endangers the medic's life. But you know, they're going for those quick pushes to get them back off the doors. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Right now, they're doing okay.
Rocketing from another door. From one of the side doors to the rear door towards the spawn site.
Yeah, taking a look at the ESF presence out here, Construction Site Beta. So many lol pods.
Push from everywhere. TR are in.
Yep, TR going on in right now. I just saw them from the back entrance. They've got one of the balconies they're getting right now. There goes one.
They have 55% pop on this base.
They have enough presence definitely to take this back. NC's unlikely to hold on to this. Let's see if they can.
Well, they've lost one of those overlooks. Inside the construction
losing that overlook is a huge loss.
That allows them to push out onto the point and retake control, and they have it back now.
Yep, TR takes that back.
They forced NC's hand. They have to come off their overlook, and they pour in from all the doors. This one's over.
Unlikely for NC to get that back at all. They don't have nearly enough spawns as well. What else do we have?
And the other thing is, it looks like they have a bus on that north side. The problem is they have to cross that gulf between the buildings.
At this point, this would be a loss, and their platoon leader should know that. I think they're going to be pulling out. I don't see a lot of presence here. I see
NC back on chalk, so there's an offensive play there. However, 2 minutes 17 on.
There goes NC's butt. Czech Tech will come back and take a look at it in a few minutes. Construction site Sigma down in the south looks interesting. Let's go there.
Some fighting over C point at Hatcher Air Station. NC flips back B.
Small random fight happening out here. It's kind of interesting. What is the... this is Hatcher Air Rank. Kind of a fight going around on B.
And Gurney were saved again. Looks like some fierce fighting on Ixtab Power, but NC isn't going to take it.
Hatcher Air has an interesting setup. B point is the only one that NC has right now, but they have a bus near the hill. Unfortunately for them, the ESFs have just shown up. They're all...
Yeah. And they take C back at Hatcher Air Station. Some libs. Yep, there's that air on the south edge. Looks like TR is about to push back into B point here at Hatcher Air.
Yeah, the fight over here at Construction Site Sigmas looks like it's almost all cleaned up. I'm not seeing a lot more NC presence. NC seems to be moving a little bit faster than they were before. Once they lose a fight, they know to get out of there quickly and start moving on to other things. So at least that they could turn this all around if they can keep moving at that kind of speed.
This was quite a good hold at B point, considering the numbers against them, but they're dropping like flies now.
Yeah, at B point, once we saw that bus go down.
There's just respawn and fight somewhere else.
Yeah. Once we saw that bus go down, that was basically it. These guys seem to be, again, they seem to be moving very quickly. As soon as they know they lost the bus, it's going to be over, they're moving out immediately. Much faster place.
There's a big movement to A over here to help resecure that, right as the TR are pushing on it. So whoever's retaking A right now is going to have their work cut out for them. I see some maxes in this 8-point hold.
Yeah, let's hit back at you.
This is gonna be a tough fight for both teams.
Yeah, Hatcher seems to be one of the big fights that's gonna happen overall.
It can definitely last a long time.
Absolutely.
Although construction site Epsilon is now burning. NC needs to keep an eye on this, or they'll be fighting at Fort Liberty soon enough.
Now we say it could last a long time, but the reality is TR has such an air presence, and they don't seem to be fighting, or NC doesn't seem to be fighting the air presence quite as much as they should be. They're killing these buses very quickly. Whenever they get them up, they're going back down for the NC side. So Hatcher Air is going to be very hard if they can't start fighting some of that air.
And NC is playing. Gosh, I can't think of the game. But they're playing. Moving from point to point. Wherever TR doesn't have people, they're dropping on with full squad or so. But you can only do that for so long before you just get overwhelmed and you lose the timer battle, because they can only hold 1 point at a time with whatever population they have right now. The TR are just moving back to B. NC actually has overpop here. It's going to be interesting to see how much...
Now, what I think is happening here in Hatcher Air is they're not going for the cap of the base. They're really just trying to hold on to one of the points, so that way they can't get back capped at either construction site Epsilon or Nam Marsh, because that's 2 bases with 1 point. Very, very hard to deal with if they can get both of those back capped at the same time. Unfortunately, they just lost the last bit of presence they had on one of the points. Don't know if they're going to keep fighting here. Not the worst play if they want to. They are slowly losing construction site Epsilon, though. So, no matter what happens, they're probably going to lose that.
At 122 now. NC desperately needs this point at C, and it's not too strongly defended. There's about, I guess, 8 guys here. Maybe a full squad. This engineer turret from Trid has been doing work. He's kept this stair clean all by himself. 47 seconds on this. This looks like it's gonna be a loss for NC. The question is,
yes,
what are they gonna get out of it? And it's even pop, so the answer is probably nothing. They're losing Epsilon as well.
And actually, TR has a little bit of underpop now on a Hatcher Air. I think they're getting a little confident they can probably just take this back pretty quickly.
Looks like NC saved construction site Epsilon with an attack going on Nasons, but it's very low pop. Ixtab power is now secure for the TR because they're on Gurney Dam right now.
Alright, NC coming back into C point here in Hatcher Air. They're really trying to hold on to this as best they can. This seems like one of their major points that they're going almost all in on. They really don't want to lose this this cap.
2 minutes now.
They're trying to make sure that this does not get started. And what else do we have going on? Gurney Dam looks okay. Check tech. Looks like NC's winning that. You see any TR response over there?
At Chak Tech?
Yeah.
I'm
Looks
still
like we've
looking
got
at
some
Hatcher.
Valkyries coming in.
But, minute 40.
See a few people, small half squad there.
They have to hold on to
ESF's coming in, and a Galaxy.
Taking Chalk is just not worth anything. And, TR back to 2 points. This is going to be something like a minute 15. Which is going to line up basically exactly with Chalk Tech, but it's a weak position, especially with Awful Pit halfway cap. And there's a lot burning on the NC side. Gurney Dam under attack. Hurricane Secure just started. And it looks like they need to clear out of construction site Epsilon very soon.
Yeah.
They've got the base back, and they desperately need these guys.
Yeah, they need that manpower, because again, they do have a few less people overall in the map. But on top of that, you know, they have so much stuff to deal with, and they got to move as fast as they can. Now, I do see a lot of TR presence coming back into Chak Tech. They really want this back. Good amount of people here flooding into the balcony. They're likely going to take this back. That is a ton of pop rushing right in. Yeah, they've got Chak Tech back.
All right. It's a good thought, but I don't think it was worth it.
Yeah, unless something happens to this small group that's pushed in.
TR is getting all 3 points. This is going to go down to 7 seconds. With some pressure on A point, but this is going to go through for TR. This is a big loss.
Yeah, TR takes back Chak. Not nearly enough NC presence to get that back.
At this point in the match, score-wise, surprisingly, only 15-47 on territory control.
Yeah, they're actually it's not as bad as we thought that was going to be.
Though, the losses for NC are crushing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the actual bases that they lost are very important.
And 1 minute 15 on Awful Pit is really concerning for NC.
Now, I do see a lot of people still going all in here at Hatcher Air. They're 50-50 fighting. But I'm just not seeing any grounds being made other than the 8 point here is now
Harassers making the rounds around Awful Pit. I think this is likely to go through with the addition of a bus convoy from TR coming to point. Although there is a big push on point from NC right now with Harasser support. But they're all dying at the door. They're getting resnades.
Yeah, those resnades are going to play a pretty big role here because they're just going to flood the box and they're all going to revive.
But they're going to get counter push.
Yeah, here comes the counter flood. Joke X Yellow's TR taking him out, and he's going down. It's really just going to be who can flood this box with enough resonades, and it's likely going to be TR.
It's going to be TR. NC has a tentative hold on the point right now, but I do not see any dots coming towards.
No, not enough. Not even close.
They gain a couple seconds out of that, but we're back to a 35-second timer, and they have to do it all over again now.
Yep.
With TR expanding towards the spawn room here, this looks like a certain loss.
Yeah, TR is definitely making the good grounds. Oh, NC now has a lot more pop on Hatcher Air. I think TR kind of just took off that were there. They probably started moving to more bigger and better things.
Big
I
commitment.
do see a little bit of pop over there at Gurney Dam as well.
TR take Awful with 60-40. And that's a blow to territory control for the NC. Now score now 52-43.
Whole line there cut off.
Yep.
Even if they were to have taken Chak Tech, wouldn't matter.
It wouldn't count toward the score right now.
Yeah, that pop, that
NC with attacks on Hatcher Air and Broken Veil. This is a nice counter push as far as the timing goes.
Now
they did have a cutoff down in the south.
What we probably just saw, that TR pop that was up there at Awful Pit, was probably people here in Hatcher Air just taking their time off here from Hatcher, heading up there, getting that capped, and then heading down here, making sure this is going to get defended. So we'll see the TR presence probably resurge right now. Here they come already.
NC with All 3 points at hatch or air. Looks like just 2 now. And there's a big TR response. And the thing, it's always looked like TR has air control here on this map. So at a certain point, that's going to really affect how quickly NC can move and respond. If you can't move because you can't, you can't pull a Valk or a Galaxy to get to the next base, you are stuck.
Yeah.
NC with almost nobody left alive on the point here in the point room.
And at a certain point,
they're throwing resonates.
At a certain point, nanites are going to be a thing, a very big problem for them, because they're going to keep losing more spawns, losing Valkyries, losing Galaxies. They can't just keep pulling them nonstop. That is going to be a problem.
TR defends Broken Veil. The question is where are they going to use this? They are re-attacking Awful Pit as well, so they have attacks going on. Awful Pit, Hatcher being defended. Broken Veil, finish. Nason's looks like all 4 points. And an assault on Ixtab Power. I'm going to go check out the last bit of SRP. It looks like point is being contested right now.
Alright, I'm going to go take a look at Broken Veil, see what's going on over here. I actually don't see very much presence at all in here at Broken Veil, despite what the pop numbers are telling me. I think they have a bus in that spot in the south. It's not actually a very good, definitely not an ideal spot to be spawning from. Here it is. Very, very much not ideal spot for this. But it is there.
SRP is such a tough fight because of where the point is.
Yeah. Yeah, SRP is a tough fight. I would say Broken Veil's a much tougher fight because this is literally a uphill fight and in such a high ground that the TR have. Basically going to be impossible to push from the southern side here. NC does not have the pop numbers, and it is just way too difficult to push in from the south.
14 seconds on SRP. NC had some people jump through that crack in the roof. Another couple are coming through. No, that's a TR guy.
Okay.
So they were contesting the point for a little while, but it goes through for Amu.
Okay. Good on that. Who else do we have?
And now TR needs to save construction site Sigma, which is about 55-45 pop. The southern lanes have been interesting. They did take 4 fingers. But
4 fingers
it's now
just
cut off. And they had an attack going on Southgate. The loss of SRP is crucial.
Yeah,
that's
that SRP.
Terrible.
The SRP loss is going to be a big problem. That was the other portion of their score gains that kept them in. Yeah.
And they were losing the entire north.
Yeah, they were going to get that southern lane. They were kind of getting ignored down there, but that cutoff right there, big blow to them. If they can get Awful Pit back, I have a feeling they're going all in for Awful Pit. That's likely. That's a smart move by Brakket. If he wants to get that territory back, he's got to get some Awful Pit back, and he's got to push from probably the middle lane to get some more territory. But Awful Pit's likely a key base here. I'm going to see how NC is responding to this. I do see a lot of presence here. TR is likely going to come back here as well because they know how crucial this base is too.
And there's 24-48 now on Hurricane Secure, starting that cap. That's going to be rough. It looks like Nason's is starting to be defended, only 2 points now. And looking at point at construction site Epsilon, TR has 4 buses on point, mix of blockade and repair. This is going to be, I see cobalts, lots of cobalt.
I see a lot of mixed TR presence here in Awful Pit. We've got vehicles, we've got air, we've got infantry. They are pushing slowly, but they've got the cheese to do it. This is a crucial base for NC. TR needs to lock them out of this. And NC really needs this cap.
And there's no responsive Hurricane Secure yet, but of course, everybody's looking at Awful Pit at the moment. What's the situation there on the ground?
Not looking good for NC. TR is slowly pushing in, but there's only 25 seconds left on the cap. There's a lot of resonates flooded in. It looks like TR's taking it back. TR is flipping point now. They've got too many numbers inside. There's no way NC can get this back. They're going to get pushed right back out. That's a flood inside.
They have to hope that there's a redrop situation.
If there's a
but they also
redrop,
need
the
to-
only
they need to
thing
be
that would do
looking
it is maxes. That is the only thing that could push that wave right back out as a flood of Aegis Max. They really don't have any other choice on that. I don't think I've seen any gals coming in either.
1
It
hour
looks-
remaining, 1 hour.
Alright, there's the 1 hour call. It looks to me like they pulled off of their Heroic and Secure attack, let it be, and did that to save Awful Pit, which if so, was a really smart decision.
Yeah, very smart. That absolutely saved it.
Take the base you have instead of the one you don't have yet if you have to make that choice. Trading pointlessly is not a good winning scenario.
Now let's take a look at Hatcher Air, because we do have more in-sea presence going on back over there. Once again, really wanting to go all in for this one.
Someone pulled a Vanny at construction site Epsilon. I don't know what he's going to do with that. Do you know if there's a way to get an MBT up onto these construction site platforms?
An NBT, I don't believe so. I want to say no on that. Which base is that?
They have all these buses. This is construction site Epsilon.
I don't think there's a way to get a Vanguard in
so.
there.
They are starting to clear out the. They're starting to clear out the buses, but
Vanguard and Magrat, I think, are both too big. I don't even think Lightning can get up that platform. Also has to do with the fact that they're
32 seconds left on Epsilon. This looks like it's going to be a TR take.
Now Hatcher Air is flipping for NC. They do have all 3 points, but we can absolutely expect TR to come back in full force, take it back, and wipe them back off. Basically, NC has been overcommitting here to Hatcher Air. It seems like they're sacrificing a lot of forces to this base.
Big pop drop on Awful Pit. Minute 30 left on that base.
Okay, let's go take a look. We already know the conclusion of Hatcher Air, unless NC is going to tie him up very, very well somewhere else.
Site Epsilon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, here we go. NC's back on the point here. Only a few numbers. Only a few numbers. I do see a bus coming in, though. Very likely a battle bus. Looks like blockade armor, Cobalt. No, not Cobalt. These are Basilisk. So NC has a lot of presence here, and only a minute left. TR kind of pulled off a little too quickly.
Yeah, I think early call, but I think they're going to get this.
Yeah, TR definitely pulled off too fast here. They might have.
There's only like 3 guys pressuring the point at this point.
They kind of messed up here. This might be a good chance for NC to get some grounds back.
If you can take a base with a minute 30 on the timer when you drop, you absolutely do it. It is worth way more than starting a cap elsewhere.
Very smart play here. I do see 1 bus on the north side for TR. Not enough pop still in the base. Small harasser distraction, yeah. But this is not enough TR presence to take back Awful Pit. NC is going to get this. They're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 territories out of. I'm sorry, 5 territories, including Awful Pit, from this 1 cap. Assuming they can hold on to it, which it absolutely looks like they are going.
A couple TR dropped right on the point, but they're all gone now.
You know, too late. Way too late.
Too late. Oh,
fantastic job by VODE.
15 seconds earlier, and maybe you take it.
Yeah, VODE doing very good job.
No.
Now,
are they forward?
NC,
it looks like they might be. Looks like they might have cap going on. Yes, they do. They have cap going on construction site data.
Oh, fantastic! Fantastic job by the by Blue Lead there. Let's take a look here. How their presence is. They've got plenty of buses downstairs. I see only 1 person on the point itself, which is expected. It is a heavy though, and he's fighting an infill. So
he's got a medic now. He's coming up. It looks like a stalker.
There it is. Oh, he's got some more people to deal with.
All right. He got the point for a second, but there's only a couple guys here.
They really need heavier presence. This medic is all alone here, and he's got one medic. He's got one heavy.
He's got one NG.
He's got a heavy there with him.
Oh, it's a heavy, yeah. All right, NG coming in. Flood of people. Bake outside. Bus set up. 30 seconds. Way to go. All right. This is the kind of turn that they need.
Yeah, definitely.
They took Chalk Tech too and Intel Hub.
Yeah.
Kate Skydot
yeah, all of that up there is theirs.
Like beta going. Oh.
Fantastic job there by
under assault.
By the blue platoon leads, squad leads, and the FC. Very, very, very good calls there.
Falling back a couple percentage points here. They did suffer some losses in the south, but absolutely worth it.
Now, TR did go back.
The middle is a mess.
TR did go back pretty heavily into construction site beta. I know it still says NC's got overpop, but they're nowhere near the point. Right now, TR has control of the point. They've got 40 seconds, and the NC needs to get back on that if they want to prevent TR from snowballing back into awful. Because that will absolutely happen. They know that they just messed up. They want to make up for it. So they're going to be pushing very hard for this lane.
If I was the FC here, I think I would probably tell my guys to get out of this fight and go elsewhere.
For which side?
I don't...
Blue?
NC, yeah. I would... Like, they have a lot of nanites invested at this point, but they have a max pushing in, but I'm not sure if they're gonna...
We have one heavy almost touching the point. If he can get this kill, you get the kill on Sam.
They're really close.
They're touching it. They're touching it.
They're gonna recap it. This is a good push.
Very good push. Very good push. Over here on the balcony, they've got the control again.
Prove me wrong, NC.
They're doing great.
They've got the point back. They've got control of the room. They've got a bus coming in.
Yeah.
NC
heavy commitment for this base.
And TR had a full squad on Awful Pit. This is lost for them. They can't lose Chalk, though.
Yeah, that whole squad over there
is 5 minutes left. With Hatcher going 2:30, it looks like that's probably all 3 points. Wainwright is a concern, but they have overpop on Wainwright. If they can clear Wainwright out, get Broken Veil back right now, which they're attacking, and oh man, this could be a really big turn. TR could lose all of their
this could be huge for the NC. The pop that was at Awful Pit has already transferred over to Construction Site Beta, so they're now going all in for Construction Site Beta. They don't want this to keep snowballing.
They need Beta, and they need that Broken Veil cap to go through, and there's no response yet. They're really weak on point at Broken Veil.
Broken Veil is absolutely
going...
They only
have 12-24. And they... At this point, I think what I would do is I would pull everybody out of Wainwright and bet on the caps that I have going at Construction Site Beta and Broken Veil Gear, although they do need Hatcher to go through as well.
Hatcher is going to be a tough one because they've been fighting that one out for a very long time. TR just keeps redeploying back in.
I think you leave Wainwright, you keep it going. They should get back on that with that pop disparity.
Well, we'll see what happens. I'm not seeing any less presence here over at Construction Site Beta. Both sides are still going all in for this one. Wainwright Armory, once again, still flipping for TR, but it is more overpop for NC. Let's go take a look, see what's going on over there.
Yeah, I was about to go over there. South is really quite empty. There's a couple, like, little ghost caps.
So one thing to note here, I haven't seen a lot of NC air presence. I know you mentioned this earlier. This is a really vulnerable base to lull pods. NC does not have any kind of ESF presence right now. They really could use the lull pod support.
I think at this point their pilots are probably grounded. TR has been winning the air.
You're probably right.
Whole night. And Hatcher is being defended. Oh,
yeah, Wainwright is
seconds.
Wainwright is definitely going to be flipping for TR. Not enough presence here by the NC to get this back. That's going to be a TR cap.
That's absolutely rough considering the population that they dumped into it. They need to get all that population Wainwright out and either recap. Are they going to recap the point at all? Because if not, they need to be going into Broken Veil.
Well, now my question is actually, are they going to go?
Broken Veil got defended.
Are they going to go for Fort Lib and then go for a work gate? Because I feel like they've got.
That would be the intent at this point.
Yeah, I feel like that's what they want to do.
But it was so tentative until that Wainwright cap and Broken Veil being defended. Big commitments to Gurney Dam and Outpost Lambdas at a minute. Losing that that way into
actually, that's got a lot of
power reg is going to be rough. If they don't get Gurney back. And I am still at Con Site Beta. It doesn't look like TR is making a push yet. NC does have a lot of dead guys outside, so they can't get back in to reinforce. I think, there's a lot of TR here.
I see a heavy NC presence here at Outpost Lambda, but nobody's actually here.
Definitely here. I think TR just needs to rush this. They rush this and they take it. They take it back at Con Site Beta. But they aren't in yet. Oh, I see a couple of them coming in from the east side. I think this is going to be a defense for TR.
While you're looking at that, I do have Outpost Lambda. A small rush coming in from one of the stairwells, actually, by NC.
Point is flipping at Beta. I don't think NC has enough. Oh, it flipped back to NC. Oh, this is a wild take.
All right, let's take a look.
Russians from RA.
Which base was this?
They get this one. This was Consite Beta. Absolutely mad take. They had TR had 12 guys on the point. I thought they were flipping it back, and somehow they all died, and TR is denied here. But
that is great news for NC, but still,
NC back on Wainwright, big overcommitment.
Still losing a lot of territory just through the middle and the south as well. NC
like
trying to get...
They defended Gurney, and they're trying to get back on Lambda.
Yeah, they're trying to get some of this territory back. I see a small flip happening at SRP, very small squad happening there. I wonder if they're going to try and do something there. They have plenty of time to go for a lot of stuff down here. While we're waiting for that, however, we do have Hade Skydock also. Let's go take a look at that.
With a lot of pop on it. I'm going to go check out Wainwright. And this is, from an FC's perspective, this is definitely one of the more interesting map states that you can possibly have, because you've got so many extra lanes, and you probably only have 7 platoons max. I think Team Brakket has 6 platoons, but you only have 7, and right now you have something like 10 lanes that you could be fighting over because of how far TR has penetrated into NC, and TR defending point at Wainwright here, just under the assault of the Casvalks and the Lol pods. No contest.
Now over here at Hade Skydock, we have almost, it's a 60-40 pop right now. TR is being suppressed at their spawn room. I only see a small presence coming out from it. So not really responding to it just yet. I think they're going to wait a little bit longer before they really start flipping this, although I do see a little bit more presence here on the backside as well. So I know there's at least 2 squads, 3 squads here that are dedicated to just holding on to this.
All 3 points at Hade. It looks like they do have a spawn camp running on those biolab panels from the Crash Biolab. They can get into this. Oh, one guy doing hero's work on the point, but he dies. TR coming around the edges towards C. TR is going to take C back, I believe. Yep, they're flipping it now. And TR pushing off of C and down into the rest of the Crash Biolab.
Here they come. Now this is the presence that that's going to be taking back this biolab. Not enough time for NC to get this back unless they overcommit back into it.
Yeah, this is going to be a defense, especially with A already flipping.
Now B is likely going to be a hold for a while. They're probably going to hold on to
that was what I was going to say.
Yeah,
absolutely.
They're going to be holding on to that point as long as they possibly can, prevent anything from flipping on their other side.
I see some NC Air Force here over Hade. I don't know how much work they can do in this biolab though.
I'm not sure how many pilots they have in general. I know that TR site has a few more pilot numbers in terms of the people you might recognize, but I haven't seen a lot of NC presence in general when it comes to the air. I know that Josh is playing on NC, and that's one of the only people that I can really recognize in the air.
And
of course, I'm not a pilot. So.
It's a mostly. I am not either. I fly a little bit, but I am garbage.
Yeah.
It's a mostly infantry hold left here on B. It's probably only a squad.
Yeah, this is exactly what I expected to happen. It's likely going to be holding on to this for a while. Who are these guys?
And Fort Liberty Cap is underway, as well as Iron Key. Broken Vale is being contested by by NC rather, and Gurney Dam is under attack by TR. It looks like Cap is probably going to go through at SRP deep in the south.
Nope. Here comes the remaining TR forces in for B point over here in Hade Skydock. They've got A point already. That's flipping. And it looks like they're going to get B point back right now.
Yep.
So probably not as long as they wanted to hold
push.
for that.
This was probably 30 guys onto B point.
Yeah, a ton of people here.
I had somebody in proxy. Big push. Holy shit.
Yeah, lots and lots of people.
So many people flooding into B point that I couldn't even get my ops through the gap. Because they have the wall in and
the very small hole to go through there. There's Iron Quay flipping, and then we've got Fort Liberty also flipping. I'm going to take a look at Fort Liberty, see what we're looking at there. If I know people over there at Fort Liberty, they They've likely got a bus somewhere.
They're probably having fun. I'm sure.
I always
the
enjoy.
players are there.
Always enjoy the Fort Liberty fights. Let's see what we got going. I do see a harasser inside the walls. Who do we have here? Looks like a Vogu guy. VQGU. I think that's Vogu.
I think so.
A couple of infantry coming out from the main spawn. It's 50-50 fight right now, so we're going to likely see more NC presence as this goes on. Although they already have the point back. They're kind of... Oh, yeah, here they are. All on the bottom floor. Oh, there's the bus I was looking. Bottom floor's Nipsel has the Cobalt bus blockade armor ready to go, aiming right inside the entrance door. This is going to be hard to deal with for NC if they can't get enough decis out. There is so many infantry around that door that one person peeking for the deci shot is going to be very difficult. And I'm sure they've got men repping on the left.
At Chalk Water Purification, they are actually locked into the point by those shields that they have there. But it looks like it's going to be an NC take. Unless something changes inside. Which I tried to get inside.
Looks like Snipsel's bus has gone down. That's likely going to push the rest of the TR out of Fort Lib.
I was wrong. Big push from TR on Chalk Water. This one is safe. Timer got pretty close, but...
Now, as for Fort Lib, it's still a 50-50 fight, but TR is slowly getting pushed out of the bottom floor, and the bottom floor is really all that matters here. They've only got a small presence in one of the hallways now. I don't see them getting in this hallway anytime soon, because we do have maxes with people looking at the doors themselves. Just not enough presence here by the TR to get this back. Oh, they do have a harasser, though.
Outpost Lambda is going to be taken...
and it's a Marauder harasser, although not as strong as it used to be. Still harassing a little bit, I suppose.
So Outpost Lambda is just a spawn camp. They are losing their bus to oh, maybe not.
Now, what I want to see is NC is about to get the point all the way fully capped back at Fort Lib. Are they going to get the back cap started at Wainwright immediately? Because I see presence over there already.
And NC takes Outpost Lambda here. There's a push from TR. They're probably going to see the point as soon as they get onto the next
point has flipped over here at Fort Lib. Let's see what's going on at Wainwright. If that starts flipping, we'll move right over to that.
And NC does have people on it.
Yeah, it's got people. Both sides actually have people on that one. Oh, it's flipping. All right, let's head on over there.
TR assault on Consite here.
Not enough presence by NC, though. They are getting slowly wiped out. And if I know TR well, they're going to be bringing in the Air Force soon.
I'm seeing Air Force. The TR Air Force is at Consite Beta right now. They are just
likely going.
In the spawn room at this point.
I can almost guarantee they're going to be moved right over to Wainwright if TR can't get a hold of this base again. Which NC does have some medics rezzing. Small
NC
presence.
had a lot of population at Fort Liberty just now. They were looking at 4896, still on Fort Liberty.
Here comes some more NC dropping it from beacons. Oh, there's the lolpods. At least one person. Flame Mouse.
They're gone. Oh,
yeah. Oh, there it goes.
On-site beta.
Still more than enough NC presence to hold on to Wainwright. They really that Air Force has to get in here and start lolpotting if they want them off of this point. That's the way you get back Wainwright.
NC has had to resort to bursters over here at Beta to even get out of the spawn room. They do have a bus up at the northwestern edge, on that staircase at Consite Beta. This one is at 1 minute left.
Oh, it's flipping back over for TR. They have enough. They had enough lolpods here to get the rest of these guys killed off the point. So TR getting back Wainwright now. Unlikely to see them.
60% population there at Wainwright.
Yeah,
so
it says 60%.
I'm
not actually sure where that 60% was because I didn't see them on the point itself. I don't know if there's a bus somewhere that I'm missing. Majority of the people were on the point. Maybe 2 squads. A lot of them were not there. That's probably what cost them that cap, as well as just no air defense. They should have known that was going to be coming in. They really had no counter to it.
NC trying to get on point desperately here at Consite Beta, but TR has both of those overlooks again. and they're holding control of the doors. They just need to go now, and I don't think they have enough to get into this. Consite Beta is going to go back to TR.
Okay. Yep, there it goes. It's flipping now. That
And
is
the cap
Bob
goes to
Squiddle's
FU.
base.
Strength in use.
Flower Man.
Small presence still here by the NC. They're likely going to be redeployed out of this. I think they know there's nothing more they can do for construction site beta. But I'm interested to see where they go after this, because I still see presence over there at Wainwright. I don't know if they're going for that, or if they're still holding on to something maybe in the middle. I'm just not seeing.
Attacks are going at Gurney Dam and Hurricane Secure, and Whispering Pass down in the very south. That's NC's starting base, so it would really reflect the losses on that southern edge for NC if they managed to lose that. They were pushed. They had 4 fingers and were 3 minutes away from capping Southgate checkpoint at one point down there. Chalk Water goes through for the NC.
Yep, there goes Chalk.
Continuing their push. They're probably gonna bang their heads against Matsuda Genetics though in a couple bases if they manage to keep pushing. They are facing 60-40 on that lane. I'm looking at Hurricane Secure, small scale fight.
I'm still
NC
seeing
mostly trying to get across the bridge.
I'm still seeing presence here at Wainwright. I don't know exactly where they are, but it seems like they're not quite done with this base. I just don't know where their spawn is all. I don't know if they've... Is this a... Oh, here it is. Alright, so there's their spawn. It's not too terribly bad. That's the east side spawn running in towards the point. That's really the ideal. You don't want to be going in from the build. Now, the thing they do have to worry about is the air. Even if they were to get the point back, which it looks like they're getting it now, they do have to deal with that air, so I'm curious to see what they brought for counters for that. Let's see what this... what is this? Skyguard? Yeah, this is a Skyguard, so they've got one Skyguard ready to go. And I'm hoping that NC did bring enough, like, ground-to-air lock-ons. See one harasser here, not ground-to-air, but should be enough infantry to hold on to this. Their only concern is going to be that air, really.
And barring drop on point, which
there goes an ESF immediately.
Hurricane Secure will probably go through to TR. They just need one drop, and here comes a gal as I speak. Yep. Okay. Full squad drop on point at Hurricane Secure. There was an LA on top of the roof at Hurricane Secure point building with a slug shotgun. Very entertaining watching him plink the guys on the bridge. NC defends this, but TR are pushing back from the bridge. NC coming across the bridge now to reinforce. I think this is going to be a hold for NC at this point.
Okay, and
TR not even able to get on the point. Nope, they're flipping it back, but they have a 45 seconds until it's taken, and they're going to be cleaned off from the guys coming across the bridge. This one's over.
Now over here at Wainwright Armory, we do have 50-50 pop. We've got the infantry finally starting to trickle in, but more importantly, we have a ton of ESFs, like I predicted.
Gurney Dam in 25 seconds.
I do see a lot of like actual walkers, some sort of ground-to-air lock-ons as well. It looks like they're going to be trying to counter that air a lot better this time, hopefully.
NC
Gurney Dam is getting Gurney Dam
right now.
Yeah, NC's losing that.
It was a small... Oh,
that's gone.
They get on the point right now. They take it now. 3 seconds after it goes through. That's incredibly unfortunate.
Yeah, that's going to be a big loss for NC.
And it was
losing
just,
the middle.
Just a small-scale infantry fight too.
Losing middle of the map bases like that, especially ones that have multiple connections. If that has what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 connections to it, that is a huge loss for NC.
And NC can't recap this. They were on the point 3 seconds after it came through, but due to the map state and all the bases around Gurney Dam that are being attacked, they can't get on the point, and I'm not sure if they know that they can't get on because they're still on the roof. Yep, they're trying to get back in to Gurney Dam. It's going to be soul-rending when they realize that they can't. Oh, they can cap.
They can cap from the south side. It looks like Outpost Lambda is not being capped.
Outpost Lambda was burning about 30 seconds ago.
I think that's what they were waiting on. Was the recap on that one.
So they're back on. It's a small-scale infantry fight, but this goes from a defense to an attack now. And they don't have
the numbers. They don't have the numbers, to be honest.
They have one bus here and a couple Valks. This is going to probably get dropped on.
NC could commit pretty heavily to Gurney Dam if they want this back. This isn't a fire, basically, that they're extinguishing. Not as much as an attack that they need to get more territory from. They've been trying to deal with getting more territory in the northern lane, it looks like. Southern lane, a little bit here and there, but they're really losing those pretty quickly as well.
And some NC air here coming in to help soften up at Gurney Dam. This is what we're starting to see is kind of a devolution of the map because of how spread out everything is. It looks like TR is capping freely towards Biddle. Biddle Eastern Depot is getting ghosted right now. One or two guys probably trying to defend against that. But we're seeing the map devolve into one or two real flashpoints, and then the rest of it is small fights because of how many lanes there are.
Alright, let's take a look at Iron Way. Not really any presence here from either side.
We have 10 lanes right now, and we only have 6 or 7 platoons to work with.
So for Iron Key, I see pretty much all TR presence. I know it says 50-50 on it, but it's not. They're not actually there. The NC's spawn doesn't seem to be.
Point then.
Yeah, that NC's spawn does not seem to be anywhere good. Wherever it might be, must be the garage. Probably. Well, maybe not. They might just be Valkyring and bussing or beaconing in actually. TR could just kill the beacon, I'm sure, but I think they might actually just want them to be here. It is wasting some manpower there.
Here that is just, and the lull pods come into at Wainwright. There's a very tentative hold.
Yep, here comes Wainwright.
Wainwright. Basically, the hold is literally just dead guys on the point.
Yeah,
who have been killed by the lull pods.
This is how Wainwright operates. It's you put your infantry on the point, and you hope to God that the lull pods don't kill you all. Unfortunately, the lull pods have killed them all.
And point back to TR.
TR now has a
with reinforcements on the way to the point.
Yeah, you gotta have a lot of anti-air for Wainwright, and they had a little bit of anti-air. I saw a Skyguard, I saw a guy with some walkers on his bus, but not nearly enough, really. You gotta have a ridiculous amount of anti-air for that.
Concerning that, given the pop on Iron Quay, you'd expect them to be on point by now, but they're not. Now they're
I could not figure out where they were even.
They have a
are they bringing
pretty
buses and
substantial
tanks?
Holding. It looks like they probably they have buses. They have a stealth bus out back and Bacons with Maxes. I think part of it was probably they were getting the Maxes together to push back onto point here.
Now our favorite base, Haid Skydocks B points, does have lots of infantry inside. Once again, they're holding on to this. Not too sure what they're holding on to it for. Maybe just to stop the back cap for Chak Intel. They don't have the numbers to actually cap it.
Quay, that one's over. It looks like Gurney Dam might go through for NC. 30 seconds
TR could probably afford to lose it. At this point, they're really making so many gains on so many other territories. I don't see them really going and redeploying for some of the smaller territories.
I would expect the drop, and that's it. Yeah, NC with buses and everything. Buses ready to go outside. This is going to be a take. 5 seconds left. No response.
And we do have a small TR push coming into the B point at Haid Skydock again. Maxes are coming in, medics are coming in, NGs are right behind them. A couple of EMPs being thrown, almost everybody's dead, and there is the clear.
Fighting at Biddle Eastern Depot, 1 minute left as I come in. 46 seconds now. TR with control of the point. This is the weird one with the point is underneath the bridge. TR has a lot of infantry in here.
This one's quite a choke point. If TR has a stranglehold inside, NC is not going to push in unless they have a significant amount of access.
They have a wall up on the one door, and they're just killing the NC that come in through the funnel of the other door.
This is going to be very difficult unless these two Maxes can really do something special here. I don't see this going back for NC.
And with 11 seconds left, it becomes, can we get back on the point before they flip something in the biolab? Because this one's going through.
And it's likely they already have a Stalker and Fill up and ready to go on that biolab. Let's take a quick look here.
Nobody there yet.
Interesting. Yeah, actually, no pop.
They do have somebody at Biddle Northern. I'm not sure if that's the intent to go
That, you know,
Biddle
it could be.
Northern instead.
It could be. I do see one pop over there at the biolab itself, and it's TR pop.
And
so.
now they do have somebody on the biolab.
So that's going to be two
retain
potential
control of the
caps.
point, and they will until things get started.
30 minutes remain. 30 minutes.
That's going to be two potential caps for TR. Assuming they can hold on to this point for a little longer, and I'm sure they can. It looks like Beetle Northern now flipping for TR, 40% pop in their favor, or against their favor.
And Brakket has just invoked an old Emerald meme. He's poked me, help. Fort Liberty burning, 3 minutes left. Iron Quay still not capped yet. I'm sure they've been fighting back and forth over the point there, but at a certain point, it becomes time to leave. Broken Veil going, that's a ghost cap. Gurney Dam has been redropped by the TR. And
I'm gonna go take a look at Fort Lib. It's actually
Eastern is flipping for the NC. What's going on here?
Fort Lib is also flipping for TR. They only have like 20% pop in there. So what's going on over here?
Biddle Eastern is under attack by nope. TR getting it back. Never mind. This lane is what we would refer to as the suicide lane. Somebody gets dumped. Somebody on both teams really gets dumped on this lane, and they don't get any help for the entire match. It's just kind of a suffering thing. It's that out of the way lane that nobody really thinks about unless they absolutely have to, and it usually winds up being either a stalemate the entire game or it's just one-sided. TR capping on opposite right now.
TR making an interesting push for Fort Lib despite really not having the momentum or the numbers for it. I can see them getting pushed back out here in just a few seconds. I don't think they're going to stay here very much longer. I do see two people still kind of redeploying in for it. Maybe they might just be wanting this for bragging rights, to be honest with you. I'm just not seeing the worth in this base when you don't have the pop for it.
I'm sure the Hood guys are just happy to be fighting at Fort Lib.
Yeah, Fort Lib is always a fun place to go. All right, let's see what else we got here. Looks like Awful Pit. Take a look up there.
That one, there's a big vehicle response here. They're coming down on the point.
Awful Pit
TR
is the good base for them.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking, I was honestly thinking, I don't think I've seen that many vehicles pulled. I count 12. 12 vehicles for the NC pulled around this Awful Pit defense. And they're going to get it back.
Yep, here comes NC right now flooding in. They've got enough number.
They can't mess around with Awful Pit. They absolutely need
Yeah, this was their golden moment here. They can't lose this, or they lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 territories.
And Nom Amp as well. There are two candidates for cutoffs here.
Nom Amp is going to be a big problem for them
one.
if they get a big hold in that. That's going to be a huge issue.
It's a very small fight right now. There's a cap attempt on Nason's as well. Nason's and Veil, although Veil is being defended right now. So
definitely keep an eye on their Nom Amp. Let's see what else we got going on.
Construction Site Alpha going as well. I'm going to head over there.
I do
see what the early stages of that fight look like.
Nason's Defiance also has a small fight going on over here. Let's take a look at... oh, you know what? Actually, before I leave, I do see a lot more presence here in Awful Pit. I think TR might be going... yeah, TR might be going heavy into Awful Pit here. Instead of the amp station, it looks like they really want this this Awful Pit.
NC coming mostly from the spawn point at Construction Site Alpha over by Genudyne. It's a light hold, only infantry. They do have a blockade bus now, and it looks like they're trying to get another one in. The real question for this one is, can NC push in through these doors before the second blockade bus gets in? And I don't think they will. Actually, it looks like they're bringing the second blockade bus around. It may just be the technique for turning it.
Which base?
This is Construction Site Alpha.
Take a look.
TR has blockade buses on point. This is Vogu. And I've really seen the Cobalt buses have come out a lot more for the TR here.
Yeah, I've definitely seen a lot more presence. When it comes to vehicles in general, honestly, TR definitely has had a lot more vehicles on the field, both
On the
air
point.
and
I
on
think
point.
NC has had more vehicles in general, I think, but TR has been really pushing the envelope with buses on the point, especially these Cobalt buses. I don't know if it's mostly Vogu doing it.
I've seen definitely a
But
lot of
that's been-
mixed people.
And with 120 left on this base at construction site Alpha, even Pop, no real NC push. They are fighting over that one door.
60-40 territory control in favor of TR right now.
They're just rocketing in on those buses.
And they're doing pretty good, the TR side is. Now, things could still go NC's way if they get a big cutoff or something like that, but right now, TR definitely on the winning side of this.
Got them on their heels.
What would really work for NC right now is if they can... It's a challenge, but they have to take Hade and then take Hade, Nasons, and then spike up to Woodman. Or Ixtab. If they can get Ixtab and Woodman, then that's a winning scenario for them because it cuts out all these bases that they lost previously. With 25 seconds left on site Alpha, NC starting to get in here, but 15 seconds now, it might be too late. The last bus is dead. NC pouring onto the point.
NC now pushing on to Alpha. Yeah, here they come. They're pushing back in. They've got it back.
The base with 9
seconds.
left.
Great push by NC there. TR could respond by trying to pressure it with overpop, but I don't see enough numbers here. They probably can't do it.
This was just a point hold. I don't think they had any logistics, or NC came in and killed the logistics, but I'm not seeing much in the way.
I did see a lot of NC coming in from the backside. It does make sense that they would have killed the bus in the back.
TR redropping this. I'm not sure if redropping it this early is a smart
really?
play. You want to?
I do see a full squad here coming out of that galaxy.
Yeah, there's a full squad on the roof. I think this is too early to try again. You need to wait until all the maxes and the platoon that was here that pushed you off have gone. You need to wait probably 30 seconds or so, although they do have a gal in, so they're going to try this.
Yeah, they're going to keep that pop redeploying back onto the gal. Beacons are here as well. 2 squads worth of beacons. What this
probably does is it ties up the NC, and that's all they really need at this point.
Although it's tying up more TR than it is NC, I do know that the pop difference is 53 to 46 right now, so they still definitely have more numbers than NC to waste, so it's not too big of a deal for them to be overcommitting on one base or not.
Full platoon on Fort Liberty with 3 minutes left, and I'm not seeing enough NC attacks for them to pull something here. They need to be more offensive, but they're getting attacked at. Okay, they just defended Outpost Lambda. The only real base cap attempt that they have right now is at Biddle Eastern, and they're actually not on the point right now. TR has the point. I'm gonna go look at that Liberty fight. I'm sure we'll see.
Probably a bus on point if it's been going on for a while.
Yeah.
And again, I'm pretty sure they want the bragging rights for Fort Liberty, and as well as to just go in for the warp gate.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's not a tactical decision to take Fort Liberty as much as it's just we want this.
It's been so long since I was at Fort Liberty, I'm having trouble getting into the bio. Especially with the eccentricities of the ops cam.
Now, at Construction Site Alpha, we do have TR 50-50 within C. I just don't see... Oh, here comes some more pop. That's another 10% for TR. They're going 60-40 now. Landing here on the roof. They do have a bus. Yeah, a bus in the back. NC's just kind of holding in on the point itself, flowing in from the actual spawn building. It's pretty open, though, so if the Air Force starts arriving, which it looks like we got a small Air Force presence, I think that's Josh over here trying to deal with a little bit of it.
And I'm calling Fort Liberty's going through this time.
Really?
There's a max on. It's a minute and a half left, but given the bus, Snipsel's bus, I could see the tag is spotted. They have a harasser, they have NG turrets, they have Spitfires, they have a Pounder max guarding.
Is that a jack-o'-lantern bus?
Yes.
Okay, that is Snipsel.
and he's got the Luma fiber on it too.
Yep. Yeah.
But with the strength of the hold here, I don't see NC coming in and taking this. They've got the Pounder Maxes have actually pushed up to the point that they're in that first building. Resnade goes out to get everybody back up. They're gonna die again immediately. But maybe TR have pushed too far here.
Yeah,
but,
TR has taken construction
seconds,
site Alpha back. By the way, we're 2 minutes in the cap. They've heavily committed. It's now 53-47. They really want to hold on to this base. They want this cap.
Some NC have actually managed to filter onto the point, but I think that's more of an infiltration thing than anything else. There's just, here they come, but 10 seconds left, and they're still in the tunnels where the sewer water is.
Yeah, they're likely not going to get that one back.
No, they might manage to push them off.
Yep, there it goes for
there it goes.
Area 51 crowd control gets that.
They're going to recap the point if they don't have somebody forward, but a retake here would be rough. Very difficult, especially considering that it's Fort Lib, it's super fortified, and the NC have no logistics to speak of because they've been attacking they've been defending from the spawn room. Just a little bit of a resonate war here. They're not going to get the point even. Now, getting out of Fort Lib. Alright. Getting out is easier than getting in with the ops cam.
TR presence is now almost 60-40 in favor of TR on construction site Alpha. They're doing pretty good with this hold. It looks like NC might be just pulling out slowly. I'm not seeing a lot of presence
on
still.
Edgewater Overlook. Base adjacent to the warp gate now.
Yep, here it comes. That warp gate's going to be happening soon if there's enough time. Now, I do see a lot of NC presence here. Obviously, they don't want this base taken. They don't want the warp gating to happen.
And that population edge has remained for the duration of the match. We're seeing a little bit of logouts, 1% decrease in NC population for 53% TR, 46% NC.
So they probably lost about
big
5 or
drops
6 people on their side.
Yeah, I guess. Which puts them roughly 35 down.
Another squad down, really.
Very significant.
Pretty significant at this point, yeah.
Yeah. NC starting to get towards the point at Edgewater. Big TR response coming up from their bus.
Yeah, they really want this base. They want to warp gate them.
I would say 48 TR on the point at Edgewater Overlook here. Somebody brought a Vanguard up to point at Edgewater, but it's gone.
It's just gone. Plenty of TR presence here on Edgewater still. They've got a max.
Edgewater TR has a bus up as well.
Yep, and that bus is in that spot that's just outside the no deploy zone. It is a deploy shield as well. Insanely hard to kill when it's in that spot.
NC has a green smoke on it, marking it for targeting. But they don't have any ESFs in the air. TR
even if they did, honestly,
they do have one Reaver, but
it's right there where the anti-aircraft guns are just above it. So that would be a very bad decision.
They probably have those hacked as well.
They are hacked already.
They have them hacked.
So very difficult spot to
but
deal with.
They do have a guy up there, and NC tried to push with the bus, but nothing doing.
Yeah. Now a smart play might be to jump on it with C4LAs from the top area, because there's basically no presence on the top. Kill that spawn and try to push in from there, but I'm not sure if NC has enough people just kind of ready and willing to do that.
Plus of each, but it's map control here is almost entirely for the TR. They're pushing across. Honestly, if I was NC right now, I would pull everybody into Gallus and redrop the point, while TR is dicking around at the double story cap across the way. I don't think there's many people. Yeah, there's probably a squad still left on the point. So you drop 24 or 48 guys, retake the point, and then hope you get enough support from the rest of your team until you can get back on it. But this does not look good.
TR now pushing all the way to the spawn building, basically making it impossible to get out of that spawn building. NC is going to have to start redeploying and heading to one of these other 2 bases because they're going to get warp gate in one more base cap, either Sharp's Run or Last Hold. My guess is Sharp's Run. They already have people.
14 seconds left here. I don't know where the pop is. It's showing even pop here for NC, but they're either stuck in the spawn room or they're in the vehicles and Valkyrie's overhead.
It's actually the spawn that you see coming in from the spawn room, or the pop that you see. They were basically killing everybody that was red, and they were pushing right on through. All of the pop for TR was just back here at the point, just millions of them huddled inside. Great hold by TR, really honest. Now Sharp's Run is already capping. They want this warp gate to start. So this is where they're going to be going all in. It's going to be Sharp's Run and Last Hold for TR and NC last fights.
Concerning stuff, aside from the warp gate for NC, Awful Pit is at 1 minute 30. I'm going to go check that out. They did defend Dom Amp, which is nice, but given that they just lost Edgewater, it's a really sad consolation prize. So TR has point here, light hold on point. It's mostly, it looks like a couple of harassers were keeping a lot of
is that Last Hold?
NC at bay. No, this is Awful Pit.
Okay. Oh, are they still going for that? Interesting.
Yeah,
I'm surprised
they're still
actually.
Going for the Awful Pit cutoff.
Yeah, that's surprising because you have these 2 territories are just going to be the warp gatings right here.
Okay, NC on point. There's nobody really left alive. There was an interesting defensive tactic here. I saw something like 4 to 6 Spitfires placed around the point, but nobody actually on it. I imagine the harasser drivers placed all those and then went to, well, harass towards the spawn room here. But NC defends Awful Pit. Really kind of valiant hold from the population numbers that we were seeing for TR.
So now TR about a quarter of the way into the cap for Sharp's Run. Some NC presence coming out. I'm not seeing a whole lot. I think they went pretty heavily into Last Hold mostly. Although TR now has a lot of pop over there as well. Edgewater looking okay. It doesn't look like this is going to be an issue for them. Let's take a look at the Last Hold while we've got a second here.
I'm checking out Gurney. There's not a lot going on the remainder of the map. If you can see when you pull up your map, it's going to be just a lot of small 1 to 12s. One other flashpoint is Gurney, aside from those warp gate bases.
Yeah, and those are just going to be small little fights that the TR is going to be extinguishing fires inside. A lot of these forces are going to be around these warp gates, and you can definitely see it now. We've got TR 60-40 over here at Last Hold. Sharp's Run 60-44 in C in favor, but they're still holding. I'm gonna go take a look, see what's going on over there.
I think this Gurney cap might be the last decent take for NC for the match, probably, because the rest of the time they're gonna be. Oh no, they're losing the point here. TR was able to push in. There just wasn't enough spawn logistics or I guess medics in the point there.
NC now trying
NC
really hard to push into Sharp's Run here, but they got wiped out actually in the hallway. It's still 47-53, almost 50-50, and TR is still holding them. I'm not sure where their logistics are, but they're doing really well with the beacons, or beacons and resonate. Yeah, that's Sharp.
Yeah, NC buses placed all along the outside of the kind of castle-like layout walls. TR harassers inside, beacon drop pods coming down.
Yeah, TR's staying inside the building. Basically nothing happening on the outside except for people dying just one by one. All of this fighting happening on the inside. It's very, very hard for NC to push into something like that. So TR likely going to take Sharp's Run here unless they're going for one more push. I'm not seeing it really. And that's going to cut off the entire left lane there. And then we've got Last Hold, also 60-40 in favor of TR.
Point. Sharp's Run is going.
So here
Which
it goes,
is gonna-
the first warp gating. That is a huge loss for NC, down to 11% territory.
67 to 34 previously. Small abortive tier NC cap attempt on Edgewater, but everything else, the rest of the territory becomes
moot, unusable.
Yes, yes.
And now over here,
on last hold.
Yep,
oh,
out here
no.
at last hold. It looks like NC has a small presence. They might be going into the building. Let's see.
Situation here.
No, they're not in the building. I take it.
Lots of Valks about.
Yeah, TR wants
NC Valks.
TR wants this win. They want
to get this back.
They want the full win. They don't want the timer to run out. They want the full warp gating win. You can see just how aggressively they're going in for this.
Yeah.
They've only got 50 seconds left.
Lots of population.
10 minutes remaining. 10 minutes.
Stay frosty. This fight is all but won.
NC kind of trickling up the hill here. They're gonna have an
43
incredibly hard time pushing into this building. This is a very motivated TR squad. They are not going to lose this very easily. Yeah, there they go.
There are so many people here that the NC weren't even showing for me.
Yeah, I'm having the same issue with TR. So many beacons as well. It's like a flag.
Not popping up.
It's like a flag in the sky.
Lots of NC coming towards door 1 here. Harasser comes in.
NC trying to go full in.
Charge here.
They have to get it. 10 seconds.
Get on the point. They're not even. They're not even.
Not even in the doors. They're losing all of their people. There they go.
And this is going to be match in.
That will be a match in, most likely. I think. Yep, looks like.
PSET gets the last cap.
Congratulations to TR. NC has 0 territory control, so they lost immediately, and also NC giving up. Please all and PLs join the White Brother TS and join the Streamer Jealous channel.